There's a favorite of yours right there. I'm sure you go way back with the fat man from Sudan, Abdullah the Butcher.
Spanky.
Why do you call him Spanky?
I call him Spanky because I don't know, he kind of looks like Spanky to me. But of course, here's Profi again. Now, Profi's on just about everything. Here is the Giant Warrior.
Now look, now what's he got there? Now this isn't professional wrestling.
I love Abdullah the Butcher. I love his tactics. I love how he acts. He has he doesn't care about anything.
Looks like he stole a pincho stick from the pincho stand.
Well, I'll tell you, Abdullah the Butcher is not any, I would classify Abdullah the Butcher as not being any kind of scientific wrestling. Although I have seen him do some scientific wrestling. As you can see right now, Abdullah is doing some scientific wrestling. That's his science. Abdullah has his way of doing things.
Yeah, he never win a beauty contest and definitely out of fashion statements. The Giant Warrior never had a chance. He was attacked. Look, he's trying to carve him. What's he think he is, a piece of meat or something?
Well, that's what I said. Abdullah is probably one of the most vicious men of professional wrestling, and that's why Abdullah is Abdullah the Butcher. He doesn't care. You can see Abdullah the Butcher. He's got cuts all over his body. He's the kind of man that he doesn't stop at anything. And if he finds anything around him, or if he has anything at all, if he can find anything to hurt you with, he's going to hurt you with it. Just like he's got the Warrior here. Just slammed him into that table and back onto the floor. Now he's going to pick up this chair here, and the Warrior's going to be in a lot of trouble here when Abdullah lays this chair right. See this? I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. What you're seeing here today is you're going to be seeing, you'll never see anywhere on any other tape before, because this is probably the most violent piece of film that's shown anywhere all over the world.
There he's hitting him with everything but the kitchen sink. Now the Giant Warrior is no slouch. He's no slouch. He was trained by Terry and Dory Funk, so you know he's got to be able to take care
Terry
of
Funk
himself.
is my best friend, and if Terry Funk trained this guy right here, the Giant Warrior, he didn't do a very good job of it, because I know how Terry Funk fights. Terry Funk fights, and he wrestles, and he does everything first class, and the Giant Warrior right now is laying down on his back. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at here is probably, it looks like a day out at the supermarket in the meat section, because he doesn't look like he's faring too well. And here's Abdullah, all 450 pounds of Spanky, running over there and knocking this Giant Warrior down. As you can see, the Giant Warrior is laying there right now, and Abdullah, of course, he's probably looking for something to hit him with. Of course, he's going to grab the TV. I've seen Abdullah one time eat almost a whole TV on Atlanta TV off of WTBS up there in Atlanta. And you can see right here, he runs his head back in that table, and there he goes back down there. Now Abdullah the Butcher, I'm sure he's taking a little breath here, but Abdullah the Butcher is going to tip this table over the top of him, so he doesn't care. But see, there must be no rules in this match, ladies and gentlemen, because anytime the two wrestlers are allowed to do this and then continue on, and there's nobody here to break this fight up at all. As you can see, here's Abdullah the Butcher. He's waddling back to the ring, and you can see the Giant Warrior. He's lost a lot of blood here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him. He looks absolutely horrifying. He looks like something on Friday Night Fright. Freddy the Fender here or something, I don't know.
It's Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, same thing.
You knew what you were talking about. Now look at it, the perfect species right there. I know why they call him the Butcher, like you said, he's a supermarket. This is more like a Slaughterhouse 5 movie.
Now you can see Abdullah the Butcher right here. Look, Abdullah the Butcher's got great muscular definition, as you can see right here. He's got this spike out, and he's driving it in the top of this Warrior's head. Now, how could you say, I was commenting before, how could you say something about Terry Funk trained this man? Because I know Terry Funk for years and years, and just like I said, Terry Funk is probably one of the most vicious wrestlers and one of the most men who have got more heart in fighting in the Funk family than you can ever imagine.
Well, I think it might have been Dory that might have been involved and kind of pawned him off on Terry for a couple of cows and a bull and a steer.
Well, I'll tell you what we ought to do when this tape's finished with, we ought to send him a copy to Dory Funk and tell him that I want to show you just exactly what the Warrior, your man you train, and watch that Abdullah the Butcher take apart the Warrior, because right here he's doing a fine job of doing it.
In other words, what you're trying to tell me and the wrestling fans that are watching this tape, that the Giant Warrior should go home to mama.
Wait a minute, look at Abdullah here is posing here. Look at he's posing here. Abdullah's posing. Look at the pose. Look at the muscular development of Abdullah.
Oh yeah, he's got excellent lateral conformation. Notice the deltoids.
Abdullah the Butcher is a very, very strong individual. He's got great deltoids, and right there he shows the Warrior. Right there he lays a great big chop, and Abdullah the Butcher is very well known for his martial arts, karate, his expertise, and of course anything that he can find anywhere at any time to use on this man. And look at him, he's just laying there, taking this punishment that he should be taking. And I'm going to tell you something about the Giant Warrior that I'm sure he remembered this match for a long, long time to come.
Well, how could he forget it? He's laying there in his own blood. You can barely see his face. You can barely identify him. And I'm sure Butcher's got to be in his glory right now because he just loves to see somebody bleed. He just loves to see blood flow down a face of an opponent, leaving him senseless.
I'm going to tell you something. I've wrestled Abdullah Butcher many, many times, probably more times than you ever have. I never thought about getting
I've been with Abdullah Butcher before.
3 years Abdullah Butcher was after me in the great state of Georgia. And as you can look at me, as you can see me, I don't have a lot of blemishes on my body like this man does right now.
Well, it's just a matter of time. I mean, he's probably didn't watch any tapes of Abdullah. It's probably the first time he wrestled him. He's probably at home taking it easy, thinking he had a gravy run, sitting at home with mama and everything else. But as you can see right there,
Giant Warrior got a little bit of guts back in him. He's starting to get a second win here. And I think Giant Warrior now has got Abdullah the Butcher down, and he's planting them big boots. And I don't know what size boots this man has, but I think
got a size 14 double E.
Well, it's about the size of his brain, too, 14 double E, because I wouldn't be less experienced trying to get in a ring with a guy like Abdullah the Butcher. And Abdullah the Butcher is used to being beat up. Look at Abdullah the Butcher right now. And it won't be long before Abdullah the Butcher gets up here and stops this man, because I see now he's standing on his head like he's some kind of little watermelon there. He's trying to break up a watermelon. Well, Abdullah the Butcher is the kind of man that's not going to be laying down very long. And just like I said, you can see right now the Giant Warrior has a lot that has been taken out of him at this time. And as you can see, all of a sudden there goes one of Abdullah's famous prides, and he's carries a big spike around. Now you see, now look at the tactics right now that the Giant Warrior is using Abdullah Butcher. There ought to be some kind of rules against this for the Giant Warrior, because the Giant Warrior is much bigger man than Abdullah Butcher is, as you can see that. And right now he's trying to take his eyeball out, ladies and gentlemen. You can look at this. Look at this. It's absolutely horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Giant Warrior trying to take Abdullah and trying to take his eye out here.
Well, hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I didn't see you squawking too much.
What does he think? Abdullah looks like he's not a Giant Warrior. I think he's a dentist or something. He's got that spike driven down Abdullah, well, I call him Spanky's mouth.
Well, he should. He should have stuck it in his ear, his mouth, and his nose if he had a chance to. I would do it after the man sat there and tried to brutalize and end my career.
I think this referee should have stopped this match a long time ago, because I'm going to tell you something right now. The Giant Warrior is probably going to run out of blood here pretty soon and probably fall over from exhaustion.
No, he's not going to run out of gas.
As you can see, Abdullah the Butcher is in much better shape than the Giant Warrior in this match. And he looks much better shape as being an athlete, too. I'm going to tell you that right now. And Abdullah the Butcher, like I said, the more you hit this man, you better hit him with everything you got, because Abdullah Butcher has got a lot of gas in him, I'm telling you that.
Yeah, he looks like he taught Arnold Schwarzenegger how to train. I could tell by the excellent abdominal work that he does. He does push-aways from the table.
You see that as hard as you hit Abdullah Butcher, he just keeps on coming back, keeps on coming back. See, you can't hurt that man's head. I've hit him with everything that I've had. I've hit him with boards, I've hit him with chairs, I've hit him with everything, and he seems to have a head that's made like a coconut.
Well, he ought to. Maybe he has no brain, no pain, no sense, no feel.
Well, that's your opinion, Mr. Santana. I'm going to tell you something right now. As you can see right now, Abdullah the Butcher is right back on this man. And it looks like the Giant Warrior has lost too much blood, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like the Giant Warrior, now wait a minute, what is he doing now? He's taking off his boot here, and he has, well, this is what I'm saying. You can't just hit Abdullah the Butcher with a boot. You have to hit him with something other than just a boot to stop this man. And there he goes, back on Abdullah's head with that boot, and he's pounding away, trying to wear this man down. But you cannot wear a man down like Abdullah the Butcher unless you put him all the way out.
Well, he's just giving him a little bit of an attitude adjustment. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure that you've been in a few wars yourself, because I've been in a few wars. But when it gets to a point where you've just had enough, you got to do like Popeye and say, can't stand no more.
Yeah, well, right here it looks like Abdullah the Butcher's laying there, taking this punishment from this man right now. The Giant Warrior is opening him in a boat. Another Giant Warrior. Now, why would the Giant Warrior hit the referee like that?
Well, it's like you said yourself. He's lost too much blood. The man's delirious. He doesn't know where he's at. He's probably thinking he's at home beating up on his dog, kicking his kids or something. I don't know.
He should be.
You tell me. You've been in that predicament before.
He shouldn't even be in this match in the first place. Every nigga hit somebody else. And this man come in probably to help the Giant Warrior, Yeah, I'm sure he didn't come in to help Abdullah Butcher because Abdullah Butcher doesn't need any help. Here's a man here with a mask, and boom, right there, the Giant Warrior hits him. And now, of course, there must be something in the Giant Warrior's boot because he's laid 3 men out now. And you've seen how many shots Abdullah the Butcher can take. I'm going to tell you what kind of man Abdullah the Butcher is. As you can see right here, Abdullah the Butcher is trying to get out of the ring because the Giant Warrior apparently has lost all sense about him. And he's, of course, like you said before, he's sitting there bleeding. And he doesn't know exactly probably where he is. And all these people are out here trying to help him. And what does he do? But he hits everybody in the head with a boot. Now, you tell me what kind of fool that is.
Well, he's obsessed. He wants to get even with Abdullah the Butcher for what he did. I can't blame him.
See now all these people out here trying to break this fight up here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You see right now, I don't know who these 2 kids are here, but I see this. I see you again. You're in the film again.
Yeah, I'm there trying to help my friend.
Now you're out there trying to break something up. Well, you know, who wants to see a good fight broke up in the first place? Of course, now here comes Abdullah Butcher again. What did I tell you about Abdullah? He never stops. Look at him. He's one of the most vicious men of professional wrestling. Now Abdullah Butcher using that head on all these people to try to get him off of him. And right here, the Giant Warrior is back with that boot again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you something right now. I get chills and spills, spines going tingling. I like to see this kind of match and this kind of violence.
It's right up your alley, right? Tooth for tooth, eye for an eye. He'll swing at anybody. That's right up your alley. But as you can see, the Giant Warrior ain't backing up. He's going right after the Butcher.
Well, that's what I figured. Abdullah Butcher, they were holding Abdullah the Butcher, and then all of a sudden you guys let go of the Giant. The Giant ran over there and hit Abdullah the Butcher whenever it was holding Abdullah the Butcher. But just like I said, you can see Abdullah right now. Ladies and gentlemen, look, he's sitting there, just that old coconut hit himself. He's going to get up. And all of a sudden, wait a minute, now they've got him down on the mat. They've got him, they got him down on the floor. What are they doing?
Taking him to the slaughterhouse.
See, I'm going to tell you something right now. Why would they do this?
Well, they're taking him to the slaughterhouse. This match is over.
He should have called a cap.
Yeah, it's over. Well, fans, stay tuned. We'll have another one in the series of Bloody 2.
See, they won't even let Abdullah up.